Welcome to VIP Lounge. I'm Dennis,
I'm Elijah.
I'm Eli.
and we're just here, just gonna chat on a Thursday night, talk about AI and stories. And we haven't seen each other for a while, so like we just talk about what happened to us today or this week, I guess.
What do you mean? Didn't you guys just do Great Wolf Lodge
Well,
together?
we haven't seen you in a
Oh,
while.
I guess.
Dude, I was telling them how much I missed you the past couple days.
Why? What do you mean?
Dude, I
Are you
freaking
gay
miss
for
you.
me?
Only sometimes.
Don't ever say this, but cut that out.
Actually, keep that in there.
Remember how we're editing and we keep saying, cut that out, cut that out,
Yeah,
cut that out.
yeah.
We're like,
I think we're all a little bit gay for each other, but
No,
no.
that's weird.
That's
true.
okay, definitely cut that out.
That's so funny. Okay, I'm watching TikTok, so shut the hell up.
What was that? I love how TikTok teaches you how to use it.
Oh,
look who it
shoot,
is.
who's that?
It's your wife.
That's my wife.
Going. What
I
the?
didn't know she does OnlyFans.
What the heck?
Let me look up.
That's actually a sick audio.
No, we were
Good
talking
job,
about
babe.
steaks, bro. We got hooked on gambling at Great Wolf Lodge,
Wait, they had gambling there?
dude. No, but they had an arcade, and they had this coin pusher machine, but it was
Porn?
coin pusher.
I legit
it was
heard you
so
say corn
cool.
pusher.
So
Sorry.
this one wasn't like, you know how like they do the cards and stuff.
Yeah,
Those suck. This one, like, the coins don't get you anything, but on top of the coins, there's like little like tiles
Okay.
that have numbers on them, like 5,
5,
10,
10,
20,
20.
50, and 100.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so every time one of those falls, you
Yeah.
get that many tokens.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Tickets.
Tickets, yeah.
Tickets, okay.
And then we realized that there's also a bonus.
Uh-huh.
And so if you get like a certain amount, I think it was 100. If you get 100 tickets to come out, then the bonus will hit. And the bonus can be anywhere from 200 to like 300 something tickets.
Oh, okay. Is there like a little spot that says what the bonus
Yeah,
is?
yeah. So you can like walk around, and the higher the bonus, the more likely. Like there's like this little circle that spins every time a tile drops. That it's like
fills
it
in there.
spins. If it hits the bonus, you get the bonus. But that
Every time he
Part-
skips over, the part gets bigger.
yeah, the part gets bigger
okay,
and bigger.
okay.
Where eventually, no matter how much it spins, it will
It's
hit.
gonna hit
Yeah.
it, yeah.
And so like, dude,
okay.
we spent what, like the first night? No,
How
the
much
first
money
time
did
we
you
went
spend on
there,
this?
we spent like
Each of us spent $150.
on
yeah.
just that game?
not that
Not-
game,
there was
but
also other
we
stuff.
played other games,
okay,
but
okay.
majority of the money went over there. Bro, it was so addictive.
Our
Thank God I wasn't there because I would spend $1,000.
No, next day we spent another $100. So $250.
yeah,
Was it worth
personally.
it?
no,
What prize did you
the
get?
prizes were crap.
Were they?
Yeah.
You should have checked the prices
But
before
what
you
was
got the
what was
tickets.
cool was the machine had like these, like the tickets were actual tickets coming
Uh-huh.
out. It wasn't like where it goes in your card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's actual
I
tickets.
saw
So
your
like you hit the
Snapchat,
bonus,
yeah.
and it's just like going and
Yeah,
going
yeah.
and go. You're like,
Feels so
"Ah."
good.
Dude, I would have just taken the tickets home, put them in a jar.
Collect them for 5 years.
Dude, you got what, like 30 something 100 tickets?
600.
Yeah, and I got like 43. But the only reason we got a lot was there was one machine we were playing the very last day that like the tile would fall and the machine wouldn't catch it. And so we tell the guy, he's like, well, I can't really do anything. All I could do is put the tile on the edge, and then you just have to like push
Drop
it off
it.
one more time. So I'm like, okay, don't leave. So he does that. We push it off. It falls again, and nothing happens.
Uh-huh.
And we were supposed to hit the bonus, which was like over 300. So it was like 400 tickets. He's like, okay, let me see. Let me talk to my manager or whatever. Let me see if I could just give you the tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
He like, manager wasn't in or whatever that day. He like comes up today and he's like, here, like this should be enough. And he gives her like a thing of tickets. It ended up being 900 tickets. He just gave her.
There you go. There you
She's
go.
like, she was at the counting machine. She like puts it in. She's like,
Yeah.
it just keeps going, like 900 tickets. It's like,
That's
I was
hilarious.
telling him Livingston's so much better with the
Yeah, yeah.
prizes because there's actually have like adult prizes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That place
I still have a
sucked.
basketball I got from there, from Livingston.
Yeah, that place sucked. That place
Yeah.
was like just mostly
No,
stuffed animals.
I'm down to do a trip all together to Livingston at some point. Maybe
I
one of
would
the Friday
be
nights. Or
so
something.
down.
It's super
so
fun.
Down. We spent a lot of money on the, what is it called? What is
claw
the
machine?
Oh, the claws,
machine.
Dude,
yeah.
at Livingston, they have a claw machine, huge, right? As big as this, like our studio right here. And they have these giant rolls, and they have like ticket numbers.
Oh, that's what we had.
Yeah.
over
Oh,
there.
yeah,
The
yeah.
smaller
Yeah, but-
version.
yeah, but they
Him
had the
and
big
I,
ones,
like they're
yeah.
big ones. They're big,
Yeah.
and the claw's like this big.
Yeah.
That him, me, Diana, and Diana, we pulled out. I kid you not, probably like 5,000 worth of tickets because we kept getting the
Dude,
big
we
ones.
basically cleaned that machine out.
We cleaned it out.
You told me this.
Yeah.
We pulled out like probably like 20 rings,
yeah.
easy, like
Yeah.
just one after
Is it
another.
easy?
It was pretty easy. Yeah,
Oh, I want to do that.
yeah, I'm down.
That
Let's
claw
go.
machine was pretty good. They have the older claw machines there. That's why. If you walk up to a claw machine at an arcade and it's white and it has lights all over it, walk away. You're not gonna get anything. It has to be like old. Looks like it's
Raggedy.
from the 90s. Is
Yeah.
the only way you know. Like those ones at the theater. Those are good, dude. The whole podcast is just gonna be about claw machines.
I really want to make a claw machine. Like build
Make?
out of
What do you
2x4s,
mean make?
plywood, paint
Oh.
it,
Okay,
get a window.
Plexiglass.
I actually got some from the house few
Yeah,
plexiglass.
dude, why
We
not?
make his whole houseboat into a
Arcade.
Giant arcade.
on water
On wheels and on
Or
water.
arcade on water.
Yes.
And people would just go there and just.
You just go out there, drive out, and people on boats pull up. They play
Casino.
claw machine.
So you're gonna strip that all the way to just deck. You're
Literally.
gonna get all the walls out, bathroom,
Yep.
everything.
Everything's already out. Let me.
So only gonna leave
Around
the second story and the deck.
I saw this
right.
video. The further out you go, there's a certain point where the U.S. laws don't count.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can make a
International
casino on
waters.
boat.
Yeah, well, you're in international waters.
Bro.
Then somebody's still in charge.
So you basically offer
Just
up
don't get caught.
online who wants to go gambling. You pick them up. You drive out 30 miles out, and then you just
On a boat.
gamble. Let them gamble.
On a pontoon.
Everyone's puking.
Just get everybody drunk. No, I don't really know what the plan is right now.
Wait. So tell the story though, because nobody knows what houseboat you have. Tell the actual story
like
of your
the-
houseboat.
Of what it is.
Yeah. Start from.
Well, I
the
have a
beginning.
houseboat which got demolished in the hurricane
No, start even earlier.
3 years ago.
It was 1998.
That
1996.
1996.
May 19th. I was born. It was a Sunday afternoon.
it was dark, cold.
It's May. It's
I could barely
summer.
remember. It was traumatizing.
I can't remember
Blood
a
everywhere.
thing. I came out. There was these bright lights. I was like, "Holy shit!" No, but for real, I had a houseboat. It was an Airbnb, and it got demolished, kind of, in the hurricane. And now I am basically gonna make it into a boat. I think. We'll see how it goes. But
So you're stripping everything off. Of
yeah,
it,
so basically stripping everything out. I already got the front, taken off completely, and the side completely taken off. All the inside's already gone, like all the insulation, all of the walls inside. Bathroom's gone. The only thing left is that table where the sink is, and the water tank and all that stuff. But I already took the outside wall off. of
Are you
that, so-
gonna leave any of the water stuff, like the sink?
I don't think so. I just want to make it into a boat. Just like make it into a boat.
What about like how you have you have the deck, like where you climb up, you can actually use. What about the front part of the deck? You're gonna take that off?
I think so, because it's just like
chop it in half. Or
wood.
something?
Yeah. So that deck upstairs, that metal one, the one that's part of the original boat structure, it's pretty long. It's like 10, 15 feet long.
Yeah.
So I could literally build a 15-foot boat on top. You know what I mean? Like put seating or
like
whatever.
leave it and just put more stuff.
I think I just want to put seating up there
Yeah.
and maybe a table. I don't know. Could be like a chill. You go chill upstairs
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't know. Right now my goal is to just strip it, see what the floor looks like, sand it down, fill the holes, and then put like a boat floor.
Well, what you had on there is technically boat floor.
Yes, but it's garbage. It's
falling apart
it's
or whatever.
Amazon. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah. Okay.
it's from Amazon. I know it's like good for like little boats. Like I had the same stuff on my little dinghy.
Yeah.
It's fine for that. But like when there's a lot of area and you got like bumps or whatever, a little water gets under here, a little bubble blows up here. So it's just like really annoying. So I want to get that kind of stuff, that harder stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
The
the
harder
stuff-
the better.
Yeah, the stuff you have on your boat that it's not.
Caviar.
Yeah. Caviar. Yep. That's right.
Is that what it's called?
It's Kevlar. Kevlar.
Kevlar. Kevlar. I was gonna say, wait, okay. I thought maybe you're talking about the color of it or something. I can see it kind of. But yeah, right now the goal is to completely bring it down to just the floor. I definitely want to leave like that, the roof part. I want to leave like some sort of lighting underneath.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Yeah, some lighting, and then I'm looking for like seats to put, at the bottom.
Seats are gonna be the most expensive.
Yeah,
part.
I know.
Dude, I once rented a boat a long time ago. It was like, I think it was like Memorial Weekend or something, and I'm trying to get my family on the boat with my parents and everything, and I'm looking everywhere and nobody has anything. So I get on Facebook, find a guy who has Craigslist, find a guy who has it. We just moved here. We get to the boat. This dude ripped out all the seating, and instead of seating, he just had futons
On the boat.
on the pontoon. But the futons weren't even nice. They were just janky food. Like, they were crap. They were like ripped, moldy, and like the pontoon was probably like, I don't know, early 2000s. Like, that's how old it was.
Oh my god,
Bro, my mom's kind of like, like she likes the nicer stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, what is this? She's like, I'm not getting on that. I'm like, we paid for it already, $300. Like, we have to
Yeah.
get on it. Yeah, that was funny.
It's hilarious. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm thinking of actually getting seats. I'm looking on Amazon, or not Amazon, Facebook,
Yeah.
just to see like if anybody's parting out. The other thing I might do is if I find a good enough deal where I can buy like a piece of crap boat with okay seats,
And just pull the
and
seats.
just pull the seats, pull the frame, and just put them on the boat. We'll see. It's definitely a project, but I mean, I have
Yeah.
a boat. It's basically free.
Yeah, you have a
this
boat,
point.
and the insurance got you some money, so you can
Yeah,
use that.
yeah, and they let me keep it.
Yeah.
Which is dope. But either way, let's say I don't, nothing happens with it. I can sell it. I can sell the engine, because whether I sell it as a houseboat or just like stripped is going to be the same price. Like, nobody wants to buy that house.
You don't think, even if it was like 30,000?
I literally posted it up for $15K, not even a single message.
Makes
And
sense.
mainly and I have the trailer and the engine, which the
Yeah.
engine is nice.
Yeah, I
Trailer's
mean,
okay.
the engine you could sell like 10-ish thousand.
Definitely.
And
10
then the
at least.
trailer you could sell probably, like, if it's in decent condition, probably like four. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a long trailer, so probably like
Yeah,
4,000 or
it's-
5,000.
My trailer's 35 feet long.
Yeah, so 4,000 or 5,000
Yeah.
on the trailer.
Yeah. I'll just
Like,
fix it up myself.
That alone, 15,000, and then just
Exactly.
the boat even
The boat,
easily.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is, like, even if I don't do crap to it, if I'm like, I give up and I call it quits. One, I'm harvesting parts from it. I'm gonna use the siding. I need some siding on my house. There's like a little piece where it had dry rot. I think I showed you before. So I'm literally gonna use that wood to replace my siding on the house. And then just gonna use like some of the other stuff, here and there, whatever.
That's cool.
We'll see. But either way, I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, the value of this boat is what it is, whether it's a houseboat or not. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sell it for the same amount. That's it. I figured might as well, use the parts off of it.
Smart. That's dope. Insurance scams. That's the way to go.
Oh, let's talk about the best insurance scams we can possibly think of.
So you pay? No, just kidding.
Let's avoid this
Scams.
topic.
Oh yeah. We
It's-
do not do and do not endorse insurance scams.
Yeah, those are bad. We sound like we do
yeah,
insurance
yeah.
scams all the time.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds
at
like
all. We don't do those at
At
all.
At all.
Insurance is the good guy. We respect.
No,
them.
actually, my insurance was actually pretty good with this whole claim. They actually kind of hooked it up,
Yeah,
and they were
that's good.
yeah.
It's good they didn't like give you the runaround.
They didn't. They
And,
were
like,
just like
just-
they were gonna give me like way under, and then he called. I don't know if I told you guys this. Actually, I think it's the Lord's doing, but I literally was like that Sunday, we were at church, and I was like, I'm a huge believer in giving, giving, to the church and whatever, and so I was like, just like at that day, I already knew. I think they were gonna give me like 18.5 or something like that for the boat, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna give money today to the church because I haven't been for a while. I'm like, hey. I turned to you. I'm like, hey, listen, send some money. So I give some money to the church. Get home, literally like an hour after church, and the insurance guy calls me on Sunday. Like, who the heck insurance works on Sunday? Gives me a call, and he's like, hey, so we thought about this, and I talked to my manager, and we think there's going to be more costs to this to fix your boat. Take it to your shop, and once they give you an estimate, we'll basically cover that. If it reaches a certain threshold, we'll basically total it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I start looking for a shop. Can't really call a couple around. They don't do that kind of work. I'm like, all right, whatever. Calls me like 3 days later after that. Calls me and he's like, hey, we actually thought about it some more, and there's going to be freight on all the parts that you need, which is like alone going to be over like 10 grand
Yeah.
to ship those
That stuff is
giant
heavy.
tubes. Yeah. And he's like, we're going to just total it. And I
Yeah,
was like,
makes sense for them.
cool. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
And then, they paid me out on Monday. It was nice.
How
And-
about you? You
yeah.
gonna total your car?
No,
Why are you totaling your car?
No,
No, sometimes I
as,
think about that for my Turo.
as
Dude,
you guys,
I'm surprised that Florida. Sorry, I interrupted you, but I'm surprised Florida doesn't have more like people just using hurricanes to their advantage and just like, bro, it's like so easy. Like, just drive your car onto the key, like park it at Lido Beach
Yeah, but if
parking
they
lot,
investigate,
and just leave it there.
I don't know.
Like, what are they gonna investigate though?
I don't know. Just I don't know.
Like how?
Like you didn't prevent.
Still, it's like you just say, "Oh, I was escaping. I didn't think about it, and I just left my car at the
and walk
key."
back to Sarasota.
No,
I live in Bradenton, but I left it at Lido Key.
The thing is, they don't investigate. Like, I get it if the car was like 150,000, but if your car's like 30 grand, they don't care.
You think so?
They will just pay you. They don't care. Like, they just be like, yeah, my car got flooded. Okay, here you go.
All right,
They're
next
not gonna
hurricane.
send an individual to every single car.
That's true. There's a lot.
Like, on top of that, like, it's not like you're gonna just leave it at Lido Key. You would, after the storm, go and just like tow it back to your house. Be like, hey, my car got flooded. It was
Yeah.
parked on the keys during the storm.
Yeah, I guess.
If they ask you how, like, I don't know,
Just be like,
it just
yeah.
was.
Yeah, I don't care.
Whatever.
Battery died. Couldn't get it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Do not do insurance scam.
No, it's very actually profitable to do insurance scams.
Profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my update, guys.
That's cool. What
We're
about you,
happy.
Elijah? What'd you do today?
Yeah.
I mean,
Today?
this week.
This week. Great Wolf Lodge down in Naples. It's pretty good.
Is this? Did they just open this?
Like months ago. Yeah,
Like,
literally a
okay.
couple months ago.
I didn't even know.
One of the employees said 1 month.
1 month? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So everything's brand new.
Yeah.
It was spectacular. And there was a football event, so there was a bunch
yeah.
of
Teenagers.
teenagers. Just a jungle.
Wait, because of football?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
were,
like,
like,
it was.
they
in
came
the-
from,
okay,
like,
got it. I
all
thought you meant
different
like a
states.
sports bar type.
I think the ones that were staying in our hotel were mostly from Detroit. Because almost every person I asked, they're like,
Really?
Detroit, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan.
Wait, so
Detroit,
is the
Michigan.
hotel separate from the Great Wolf Lodge, or what?
No, it's all connected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So would you say our hotel? Was it?
Well, because there was,
Is there
so there's
multiple?
teams, they were playing All-Star. So there's teams from all over the country.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. When
Okay.
that kid said all over the world, he was confused. He was just stupid. Because I asked another kid, he's like, yeah, it's all over the country, not the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's just kids coming from all over the world to
Yeah,
play
that's
football.
I know
probably
when you
unlikely.
said that, I was like,
Unlikely.
what?
That's
all
cool.
over the world.
And so are they in other states? Because I know there's one in Washington.
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't give a crap. We just were trying to be awkward in the elevators. And
Dude,
ask-
there's no music in elevators. That's one.
yeah. So like we would sing like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer when people would walk in, or be like, imagine if we were all related and in love.
Dude, yeah, we would say so much.
Looks like you guys
Somebody
had
pulled my
fun.
pants down in front of somebody else.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about how we were gonna do pranks, and there was like some like kid in the
Elevator. Just us three.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and as he's about to walk out, I'm like, yeah, dude, imagine a prank like I just pull my pants down. He's like,
He looked around. He kept staring at us until the doors closed. No reaction other than.
He's probably like, what the heck did I just walk into?
But it was fun. The water
You
park
better
was
pray
super
he
cool.
wasn't 16.
Oh, you better believe it. He was probably 50.
yeah,
We're gonna cut that out.
No, the water slides, all of it was super fun. There was mini golfing. There was like a interior course. Yeah, rope
Yeah, I
course.
saw you guys claiming in that stuff.
Bowling, VR experience, arcade.
dude, the VR was cool. So the VR, it was like you go in and like
a room.
a room probably a little bit smaller than this, and they just put on basically they're pretty basic VR goggles. They're probably like the Meta ones, even like similar to what the Meta ones are. But they're synced up, so you can actually like if you look over to his, it sees his Meta goggles and
Yeah,
like it puts an avatar on him. And so we were playing like a shooting one against each other, and then we played another one that was like you stack blocks. That one was more fun than the shooting one.
The one that was super cool was where we were in space and literally we started to float. They have this like anti-gravity
Yeah,
in the
that was
room.
cool. It's like fans, like blowing.
fans. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't even feel the fans, but like
It
we're
felt-
just
yeah.
flying across the room in the VR.
Yeah, it was like
Bouncing
they
off
put
the
you on a
walls.
harness and then fans, and then like you're just
Actually?
like flying and floating.
I feel like he's bullshitting.
That last part, yeah. No, but the block game was super fun. There's like these spikes that come down. You have to play Tetris before it crushes you.
Yeah,
Super fun.
Okay.
No, because the place is new. Like they're so like
Lenient.
they're lenient. They're trying really hard to keep people happy.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were eating lunch. Some guy comes out to me. He's like, "How was your experience today?" I'm like, "Well, it was all right. The soda machine was kind of crappy. Like their soda machine, like you have to scan a barcode to get soda."
Yeah.
I'm like, it was kind of annoying. He's like, "You know what?" It points to this girl, like, "Get him some unlimited cups." And like, so they give us like one of those like unlimited sippers or
Dude,
whatever.
they're $18 each.
Yeah.
Got us.
So the whole time we were like using those. And then what else do we get?
So if you get that, you can have the drinks all the whole time you're
Yeah.
there?
You
Oh,
just go to
okay.
a machine, scan, and every 10 minutes you could refill.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and then our room was having an AC problem. So AC guy came up. He just like looked at it. He's like, "Yeah, it's just bad system. They need to redo the vents,
A
whatever."
genius. He said a genius did all of the AC system.
Yeah. And so he's like left. He's like, "I'll talk to concierge. Maybe we'll get you something like whatever."
Oh, okay, nice.
I didn't hear anything from concierge. Next morning, I just texted concierge. I'm like, "Hey, AC guy, he said he's going to compensate us for something. Can we just get free breakfast buffet for the whole family?"
Yeah.
And so breakfast buffet over there is like $30 a person.
Oh, okay.
So they comped the whole family
Nice.
for breakfast buffet. So we went and did that.
Well, how many is like 8 people?
Like 120
7
bucks
people,
or
yeah.
something.
Nice.
It's more.
For both mornings, but
more
next
because
morning we
you would
did
have had to pay for Connor and Zeke. They have their own. So probably like close to $200.
Dang.
and for both mornings, but we didn't go
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second
Yeah, we didn't go
morning.
the second morning.
Okay.
And then what else they give us? Oh, like the VR thing. It was supposed to be only one game.
One
The-
game, $15 per person. We played like 5 games.
Yeah, the
total.
girls just like, honestly, you're like the second people who walked in here. Just I'm gonna let you play.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we just kept
There you
playing.
go.
We could have kept playing, but we have kids.
Yeah, kids
Dude,
are crying.
We need to go to a place called shit. What is it called?
Disneyland.
No, not Disney World.
Have you heard of it?
No, crab.
Crap. That's weird. I
Ew.
don't know if I want to.
Actually, what the
Orlando,
heck, I forgot,
Universal
crap.
Studios,
Okay, scratch
Busch
this
Gardens,
whole idea. No, you don't know this. You don't know this place. I went to it in Canada.
Whistler.
No, it was in
We're gonna
Calgary.
go all the way to Canada.
No. They have one in Tampa, or they're gonna open one in Tampa.
Oh.
But it's basically like a bunch of games. It's like not VR, but it's you're in it,
Oh yeah.
You're in
And
it.
they're like the rooms. Like
Yeah, you go
jump
into a
on
room.
block.
Oh,
and like the floor will
Tiles.
turn
Escape-
different colors.
escape,
No, not
yeah.
escape room. Dude, what is it called? Oh my goodness.
I know what you're talking about. It's like
Yeah.
the floors have like
Lights.
tiles, light up tiles.
Yeah,
you have to jump
That's
on
just
the tiles.
one game. That's just
Yeah.
one game. But
Can,
they'll
you,
have
can
one.
you look it up? What is it called?
There's one game. Hey, text Diana. Ask her what that place in Canada is called that we went to.
Heck yeah.
She'll tell you. I need to know. This
Dude,
is
we need
super
to get Kitty a mic. I need to stop saying it. I'm just gonna get him a
Yeah, there you
mic
go.
from Amazon. We have a 4th channel right there. He
Perfect.
could sit right there, point
wait,
the
why
camera on
can't the
him,
fourth
and
channel have something else?
he'll just be like the dude. He'll be our mascot, like the bored Gen Z guy, who's just like the camera just goes over to him. He's just like,
She's like,
or the whatever podcast where there's a girl just sitting in the chair in the corner.
yeah, like that. Like he'll just be the guy who like doesn't care about the podcast. He's like, you guys are idiots.
Dude, he needs to sit back there, right there, and just sit
Yeah.
on his
And you
phone
can like
the whole
hear his TikTok kind of in the background.
all right, we'll do that. Kiddo, get that done. So
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, when they open it, we gotta go there.
time. Okay, let's do it.
I bought this house, right? And I had a little mix up. They, after a year living in this house, the bank called my employers, and coincidentally, technically, you sign a piece of paper when you're buying a house, you plan on staying with this company that you're staying with, that you're working for. You tell them, I do not have any intentions of quitting after I receive this loan. Because a lot of people will do that. Like they will like pretend like to work somewhere, and then as soon as the loan ends, they sign a paper. Anyways, so I signed that paper, whatever. Ended up circumstances changed, and I did end up quitting because I started my own business. And they called the company, and they're like, hey, they do this, mortgages will do this. They're like, do you have recollection of this person still working for you and this and this and that? And they're like, I don't know about that person. I don't know anything about that person. They never worked here. And instantly, dude, they go crazy. They start like reaching out to me. They're sending me letters. They're like, hey, your employer has denied that you have ever worked there. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I'm like, what is going on? I start talking to my like mortgage lender, and he's like, yeah, this is bad. Like they can get me in trouble because he got me the loan. He did the loan for me. He's like, they can get me in trouble. They could try to like repossess the house. Like, this is like bad news. And I'm like, okay. He was like, what do I do? He's like, write up a letter of like explanation. Just write up like something, you know, like basically what happened, why you quit, and then because you started a business.
Wait,
and whatnot.
why did whoever they spoke to, why did they say they never knew you?
They just weren't paying attention. No, they didn't say they never knew me. They just said, no, he doesn't work here anymore.
Oh, okay.
Now,
So then
those
you-
calls, like, for example, my dad owns a business. He's
Yeah.
got 30 plus employees. He
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
those calls all the time from
Yeah.
mortgage lenders because they're his employees buy houses, whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just ignores them. You don't have to answer them. They're not
Yeah.
the government. They're not, and you're not going to, by law, you don't have to answer. So he, like, as soon as they call, like, hey, I'm from a mortgage company, Bill. He's like, okay, never mind, but, and he just
Yeah.
hangs up. Like, he doesn't even say anything to them because he knows. But, like, this person that answered the phone that time didn't know anything. Like, or
Yeah.
didn't know not to say anything. So they're just like, yeah, he doesn't work here anymore, and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, well, he said he was going to work here and he wasn't planning on quitting. And then they flipped out. So it
Yeah.
turned into a whole thing. So they didn't end up, they accepted my letter, but they didn't like it fully. So they actually ended up selling the loan to another mortgage company. But what's funny is that mortgage company ended up selling it back to them. So I don't know what
the
was
heck?
going on. All I know is like it got sold. I paid a different mortgage company for a while, and then it got sold again. And I
Yeah.
came back to this mortgage company.
That's so weird. I actually hate that they keep selling our mortgages.
Yeah,
I've been through 4 companies now.
yeah,
4 different mortgage companies. They keep selling my damn loan. Like, stop freaking because I just set up my like auto pay,
yeah.
and then like, oh, you're just literally like 3 months later, it was like, we've changed your blah blah blah. Now you got to pay these people. I'm like, and I have like 3 different accounts with 3 different mortgage companies.
You know why they do that? They're doing that like
They're making money.
yeah. So what
Well, yeah,
they're
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 saving
doing
money,
it kind of
yeah.
like what Sam used to do with the insurance forms.
Mm-hmm.
All they're working on is trying to get you in, approved, and give you the loan.
Yeah.
You are now a good mortgage company, and now they sell it to the bigger businesses for a price. So for every loan they can sell them, they get a certain percentage.
Because they sell it, before you're done paying
Yeah.
it off, which means that company is going to make.
And
more
there's so
money
many
long-term.
companies. It's literally like
Yeah.
this guy sells to this bigger company, that guy sells to even bigger company,
Yep.
that one goes to the even bigger company.
Yep.
Yep, until like somebody has a
Yeah.
monopoly.
I don't even
is,
remember
like,
my first mortgage company. That's the one
yeah,
that I had. I
it's so annoying.
can't even remember.
Yeah.
I did like 3 or 4.
But yeah,
Glad
it
you
was
can't relate.
sketch, dude. Diana was literally like crying and stuff. She was so
Freaking
scared.
out.
She's like, dude, what are we gonna do? Like, we're gonna lose our house. And I'm like, dude, it's okay. Calm down. Like, not gonna lose our house. First of all, we live in Florida, so like we're homestead state. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that would probably somehow like
Help
protect
you out,
us.
yeah.
Yeah. If they try to repossess it. But like whatever. Crazy stuff. I had a story with my Turo. So some lady lost my key
Yeah.
on my Compass. I'm like, okay, get a tow truck, or not a tow truck, get a locksmith to come fix it. She ends up like getting some locksmith. Locksmith tries to fix it. They can't. Turns out only a dealer can program it.
Mm-hmm.
She calls me. She's like, hey, I got a buddy who's a tow truck driver, and he says he can fix it, like the key. He can get you a new key.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever, just make it happen. So like, I didn't want to deal with it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it myself, then reimburse, whatever. So so she does it, and it doesn't work. So I'm like, whatever. Can you just tow the car? Tell him to tow the car back to my location. I ended up finding my spare. I didn't have a spare. I ended up finding it from a previous customer. That's a whole other story. Found the spare. Had a trip that day for Turo. So we do Turo. Had a trip that day, and he shows up, gets in the car, tries to start it, doesn't start. It's dead. And then on top of that, it's not like he ends up jumping it. It's not just dead. Once he jumps it, it's like the screens are just like not working. You could just tell things aren't working properly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some stuff is not turning on, whatever. Like this is really weird. So he's like, yeah, I can't get this car started. So like I end up trying to finesse something. I move some cars around, whatever, and give a guy one of my other cars. So I towed this car to the dealer. The dealer's like, bro, I don't know what your locksmith did, but this car is not communicating to itself. None of the modules are communicating to each
What?
other. So he's like, it's $90 to try to reprogram the key. I'm going to start there. I'm like, okay, cool. Calls me back later. Hey, so yeah, it's not going to reprogram. Nothing's working. We got batteries in this, or new batteries in this. We're just going to have to diagnose it further. like, brilliant. So I end up having to like, it gets restricted on Turo because it's broken now.
Yeah.
So it's been a week. It has now gone to $500, $600 basically. So what the other tow truck driver did, he ended up plugging in a computer into the car, and just started just running codes through the car, trying to hit it somehow.
What?
And so they reconnected some modules to communicate again, but one of the modules completely fried. So they replaced that. Luckily, he's like, I didn't see any signs of physical damage or tampering, so I can warranty this out. So he warrantied all the modules, which would have been like well over $3,000.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is what he said. So now we're at $600 plus towing, $700. So I text the lady. I'm like, hey, new key's gonna be $500. She's like, okay, she cashed out me $500. Text her later, like 2 days later. I'm like, hey, your tow truck guy screwed up my car. It's going to be another $500 because like we need to fix this. Dude, luckily she's just like, okay, just cash us me another $500, like no questions asked.
Probably feels bad. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah. So it's been a week. I had to cancel another trip today because the car's not working.
Jeez.
And hopefully tomorrow it's going to be ready to go and done.
That's insane. This dude probably had no idea. He probably got the machine off Amazon. I've had those.
Yeah. He's just trying to be stupid.
They're absolutely insane. They can reprogram anything in your car. Like I've played with one before. I needed it for one thing, and then I was like, I don't need this, so I returned it. But you can mess up a lot of stuff with those things. And like, unless you know exactly what you're doing, good luck, buddy.
Dude, you know what the kicker is? She found her key
later,
like 2 days ago. She texted me, "Hey, I found the key." I'm like,
gosh,
are you serious?
Like all this.
And then anyways, I forgot that the tow truck driver was the one that messed with it. So I ended up calling the locksmith guy, going off on him. I'm going off on him. I'm like, hey, you guys screwed up my. He's like, bro, I didn't plug anything to your car. I called the dealer. I tried to get a code for a new key, and that code wasn't working. I left. He's like, the next day I came back because you called us again to come out again. He's like, I came back. I found the car, and there's some dude working on it with like computers and stuff. And we said that. I was like, wait, what? And then I remembered that she also tried the towing guy to do it. And so I guess this towing guy just like screwed it all up, bro.
Jeez.
All this headache. I'm out. I'm probably at this point like the $1,000 that she sent will cover it mostly, but as far as lost revenue from the trips, I'm like down like $300 because of that. It's like so dumb.
So are you sad?
What?
Are you sad?
Nah, it's whatever. It's business. And then on top of that, I have two cars. I have 2 cars on recall
that you can't list. Did you get rid of that Fiat or no?
No, I can't. I have it posted. It's really hard to sell.
Everything's hard to sell right now.
Yeah, it's hard to sell. The recall is. I tried calling around like auto shops because sometimes auto shops can actually take recalls off. No, like they can't because this one is a airbag recall, which is like a big deal. It has to be by the dealer. So for future reference, if you lose a key, I talked to the guy dealer. He's like, do not go to locksmiths for new cars. He's like, go to the dealer because for older cars, if it doesn't have all the chips and all that crap, that's whatever. That's fine. But the new cars, like these locksmiths, they can't even pull the code from the dealer. Like the dealer won't even give them.
If it's an older car like older cars will still have chips, but they can program those chips pretty easy. I've had keys redone for my older cars.
Cool. Yeah, literally want to kill myself.
No, don't do that.
No, it's an option.
That's funny.
No, it's not a good option. That's for sure. Let's switch to that subject. Killing yourself. How would you do it? When and where?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, next topic.
I have a question.
Because here we go.
All right. You might laugh.
He gets up and farts.
Okay. All right. Controversial.
It's like a.
Do you ever?
The fart is like a question mark.
You're about to shower.
Oh god.
Right. You're butt naked in the toilet, and sometimes you gotta shit before the shower.
Okay.
Right. Now, you have a dilemma or a questionable moment. Do you wipe and go in the shower?
Shit in the shower?
Or do you just go in the shower and wash it off?
Depends on the shit.
Dude, the dilemma. Dude,
I usually don't even. I just go in the shower and do what's called a waffle stomper. You know what that is?
I thought that's what he was going to say.
No, I don't do that. It's disgusting.
Well, for me, actually, I will always wipe no matter what and go to the shower and then also wash myself. But,
And also wipe in there.
dude,
Toilet paper's just all soggy.
not too long ago, you know how, like, you sit down? You have to, like, position yourself to make sure you, like, take a nice, good poop.
Oh god.
Instead of, like, positioning yourself, you're, like, too tired, whatever, you just woke up. Your, like, butt cheeks are, like, squished together and you take a shit, dude. And it takes, like, forever to wipe. You're like, F it. Went to the shower, washed myself. It's like a bidet.
F it. Put
Yeah.
your pants back on and go back to bed.
You might. That's what I was gonna say. I thought where he was going, honestly.
F it.
I know people.
Let's go
who-
back and make lunch.
I know people who basically take showers. At least they shower their bottom half of their body after every poop.
Dang.
It's like not an OCD problem, but like what is it called?
Hypochondriac.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like they just need to be clean. They don't want to be stinky.
Oh, germaphobes.
Yeah.
Kind of. I
That's
guess.
like excessive, I think. But I mean, just wipe well.
Get a bidet for those
Bidet.
people.
Or
Oh
get a
my
bidet, yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
I
Don't you
love-
have one?
Bro, yeah, in my
Do you
bathroom.
use it?
I never. I don't give a shit about that. This is so annoying.
That's what
Only
I.
thing I like about it is the bidet is the toilet seat.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like an addition; it's actual
Oh, yeah,
toilet
yeah.
seat.
I thought
You
that's what
replace
they
the
are.
actual. No, there's different ones.
Oh, okay.
And so what I like about it is that it's warm. Like
Oh,
you sit
okay.
on it all the time.
Is
It's
it
warm.
always warm?
Always warm?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no matter what.
You just have it warmed up.
Yeah,
always.
but the other day I walk into like a store, like a small like mom and pop shop, and I go to their bathroom, and their bathroom's just like old, just
Yeah.
run down bathroom, and they have a freaking bidet, like a cheap ass bidet in the public bathroom. Like, who is gonna use that? Who's like sitting in this disgusting bathroom, just like, you know what?
Let me watch.
I'm gonna
myself.
turn this thing on.
I have never in my life tried a bidet, so I don't know it
What?
feels like.
Dude, it
never
feels pretty
had.
good.
I feel like it's a little bit invasive.
Why?
Like I don't know. I just don't want
not.
things up my
Okay.
butt.
Okay.
It
I
doesn't
don't
go
know.
up your butt.
Well, I know, but like
Listen
it's
to this
weird.
logic. When you use toilet paper,
Okay, no. I know all the logic behind it. I don't give a shit, pun intended, about that. But it's just weird.
why?
I don't know. I feel like it would feel weird.
No, nothing.
Is it
Doesn't
better?
Like, tickle your
it-
butthole? And
Is it
No.
better to tickle your butthole with your fingers?
I'm not tickling my butthole with my finger.
So you don't wipe? You don't even have a 1/8 of an inch
I use
of toilet paper between your fingers and your butthole when you wipe your butthole. You literally have less than one.
I
inch.
like to,
Literally. Wait,
I
are you
like
just
to-
using one sheet?
He buys the 1-ply, like he wipes and the toilet paper's gone. It all ripped up.
And then,
just the finger sticking through the toilet. No. Oh, man.
Dude, in bidet, you don't have to touch yourself.
I like touching myself. Dude, is there bidets that will dry you also?
Yes.
Kitty, look this up.
Video.
Video.
No, but
Demonstration
detail.
video.
there's bidets that wash you and dry you. You get up, you don't even need to dry yourself. You're
Bro,
just completely
That's
clean.
another thing. So we were sitting and talking at lunch or something or whatever. And we were talking about the new Tesla robot. That's another thing the robot could do.
Wipe your ass.
Jarvis, I have finished. Come wipe me.
Dude, my kids never have to grow up.
Bro,
Lord,
me and
no,
Diana have just
no,
been
no.
like last 2-3 days. We've just been talking about everything that you could do with this. You know the robot, right?
Yeah.
Everything. Like imagine, like, bro, we're living in a world where, like, in the next decade, we will have a robot. If you
Probably.
wanted to, you could get a robot for like $30,000, put it in your home.
Yeah.
But like, imagine you could go to sleep and you could just have this robot up all night, just like organizing and cleaning quietly,
Or doing business.
or selling stocks.
You can even tell him you can buy a whole bunch and they're all VAs.
That's true.
Well, that's the thing. Well, you don't even need the robot.
yeah, you don't need.
just get an
yeah,
AI.
Yeah, you get an AI. For
No,
that.
but the thing is,
they
it's
actually have that already. But
yeah,
I mean, it's limited.
it's very limited.
Yeah,
it's
limited.
you would be able
I
to tell right
actually
away.
looked into it. it's actually I found a really really good AI like voice. Like it can call for you, and so it can call like 100 people at once. Actually more. But the thing is, it's so new that you literally have to code everything yourself, like into your business. So it's not like you can just be like, okay, AI, call person this, do this, do this, do this. Like there's no like flow. You literally have to like embed the codes into your like existing like your your CRM and your like phone app or whatever it is. So it's not just like plug and play, connect, integrate.
Yeah.
It's like it's super complicated. And I was like, screw this. I'm
So
just gonna have my
Jarvis-
VAs call.
Jarvis would fix all of that.
Well, I think AI is gonna come.
Well,
in the
Jarvis
next
is the
couple
name of
years.
my robot. You don't have to name your robot Jarvis. But the only AI I think that's, what it is about AI? I don't think the AI assistants, it's not about tricking you into thinking that they're human. It's about knowing that they're AI, but you feel comfortable talking to them. So like the only AI that ever I felt like I wasn't talking to a computer was the Google AI when they call you to ask you if you're open for holidays. You ever get that for your business? Like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, are you guys open for Christmas or Thanksgiving? And I'm like, yeah. And like I hung up the phone. I'm like, I just talked to this thing.
Yeah.
And I know that was AI, but I talked to it like it was a human.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
I had a similar experience. I was calling Best Buy because they had one computer, the computer that I just bought. I really wanted it that day, and I couldn't like put the order online. And so I called them, and the way he responded, I'm like, it's AI. But then I'm like, what if it's not?
Yeah.
Well, like I'm 100% sure it's AI. But I talked to it. I told what I want. It placed the order for me. It told me to go pick it up, whatever. And then actually that didn't work out. And then I called somebody else, or he transferred me to somebody else. I talked to them. They're like, actually, you need to go to the store to fix this because I had an issue with my card. And they're like, oh, they can just run without the card at the store. I was like, oh, cool. And then he called me back and he was like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you got to the right person. Did you get your thing figured out? And I'm like, this is AI. Like for sure AI. How the heck? And I just had a normal conversation with him. Like,
you feel comfortable
here's the
talking
part
to it.
number. I'm just like, all right,
They're
cool.
so cool.
And that's what Musk wants to do with these robots. Like, I'm pretty sure he wants it to be where like it's not code, everything's coded into it. Like you would show it, like you would show it how to make like you would show your friend, like, hey, I like making my pasta like this.
Yeah.
Like this is how I do it. You show it once, but could you do this for me? Like every Wednesday, I want pasta for dinner, and I want it just like this. And like, okay, and just would do it every Wednesday. Or like imagine like we were saying, like you wake up, it instantly has a cup of coffee for you. Goes warms up the shower. You walk out, you hop in the shower. While you're in the shower, it's making your bed.
It's recording you while you're in the shower.
Dude, like we were saying, like how we pay for pool service, we pay for lawn maintenance.
Yeah.
You could literally get rid of all of that because it would do your pool, it
All
would
of
do
it.
your lawn maintenance. Like so much, walk your dog, like so much stuff. He wants it to get to the point where it literally will get in the car and drive and get groceries for you.
Imagine how lazy we're gonna become though.
Like
Bro.
Wally.
But see that
Or
thing is
the
like
opposite.
or the opposite.
We have
right.
way more time to do whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. To be like with our
It
families.
depends on
and
the
stuff.
people.
It's gonna go
I think
more
so
that
too.
way.
Yeah.
Because humans, they just adapt
Yeah,
to it.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, there will be people that'll just become fat and ugly. And
Well, like
Just like right now.
yeah, even like for example, like how the calculators being on our phones, right? When we were kids, like you can't
That's
use a
true.
calculator. But now they're in schools, they're not teaching not to use a calculator, teaching how can you use a calculator properly
Right.
or quicker,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so like it's a different thing. Now you're not having to do it up here. You're saving space up here, so you don't have to,
That's
you know,
true.
think about how to do
Yeah, because
numbers
like, why
quickly.
I mean, it's probably good to know how it works,
Oh,
but
100%,
at the same
yeah.
time, why do you need to
Yeah.
use that every single time? If you could,
Yeah.
like in the real world, you can use a calculator at any point.
Yeah.
That's a good point too. Yeah.
We talked about it. It's really weird to think about, but 10 years ago, you would never imagine 20 years from now, when you're taking family photos, you're going to have a freaking robot in your family photo
Yeah, that's true.
because,
Dude,
you know, you're treating him like a family
I don't
member.
think I'm gonna come to that ever.
Like,
Dude,
'cause
as
it's
soon as he
still,
announces it, I'm putting deposits
Like-
down.
like-
instantly.
You know, your robot, slave, whatever,
Yeah.
you know, Jarvis, can you take a picture of the family? Jarvis, you know what? Set the camera up. Come take a picture.
Come
of
here,
us.
buddy.
Yeah.
Come sit down.
Okay. You know,
make the camera levitate.
yeah. There's going to be movies with Jarvises, you know, like
Dude.
actual characters.
Put it
like,
like how I have a store. Put it in the store and just do basic things like
Yeah.
accept customer payments and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's crazy.
feed the cat.
Or like what's crazy is like first gen obviously is gonna be crap, but like eventually the robot will probably have like even in its hand, it'll probably have like the NFC or what is it, the chip reader, and be like, imagine it's in your store. It's like, all right, so your total is gonna be, and then like across its face, it shows the total. Be like, just scan right here. And just like scan the card on their hand. Yeah, it's like all of that stuff, dude.
Weird.
It would be able to like save all your credit cards
Dude, we
in
should
its
make a
hand and just
movie.
pay for
We
stuff
should make
right
a
at the
movie
store.
with this, like about this. I
Dude,
don't know.
it's limitless.
People, I would
It's
watch a movie
like
like that.
so much. Like, oh, I was telling you, imagine you're bored and like you want to play Mario Kart with someone. And you're like, hey, Jarvis, get over here, grab a controller.
Yeah,
And you're just like playing COD,
just
Mario
don't be
Kart.
too good. Just don't be too good.
Just like hanging out, just playing. Or like you need to go take a piss or something, and you're in the middle of a live game. You're like, "Yo, Jarvis,
Take
come
over.
here, take over." You go to the bathroom. They're just like, "What the hell's going on? This guy's killing us."
Oh, and
Jarvis is just
here's
like-
the mic. Mimic my voice. Pretend it's still me. Do good.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
it's just so much. And if they make it open AI where it's trainable, like how I can train a kid or anybody, bro, like that's limitless. Like anything you could train a human to do, you'd be able to train that to do.
If a
If not
robot
better.
is playing your video game for you, that's considered aimbot. Like that's not allowed. I think they're gonna make
Imagine, bro.
regulations like you need
Yeah.
a camera set up so they see it's you playing, not the robot
Yeah,
playing,
100%.
because it's gonna ruin gaming.
Yeah.
Bro, TikTok lives, like you can have the robot
Dude.
just running TikTok lives and just
24/7.
always getting like
Dude,
you have like 20 robots just like run a whole business off the
Dude.
robots. TikTok lives,
You really
Instagram
could.
lives,
You really
YouTube
could.
lives.
There's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of rules and regulations all the businesses are going to set up because of these robots.
it's
I
like-
think.
We should get a business. I think we should buy like 10 robots and rent them out by the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or just have
or use them ourselves.
yeah.
No, I'm like, what do you use 10 robots for? Like I'm saying, like get a storefront, whatever, or just online, whatever, and just like robots for rent. Because like people can't afford a $30,000.
Yeah.
They can afford $200 a week.
Yeah. Well, he's hoping to do it like he wants to do 30,000, but like he wants to do where Tesla will be financing it, and he's like it'll be as easy as getting it approved for a car.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not gonna be like a novelty thing. Like
Yeah.
it's just gonna be like a car.
Dude, I
Yeah.
swear they're going to make rules. They're going to make laws.
Dude,
saying, like,
100%.
yeah.
in the store, you
have
cannot
to.
have a robot. You need to
Yeah.
hire a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
There probably has to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to have.
Only
you have to have
at home
regulations like that,
use. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
people are going to start making-
recreational use or
Yeah.
residential
Then-
use only.
Yeah. Makes me wonder how soon will people use it for like sexual things.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, instantly,
Bro,
basically.
think about this. Think about every Chinese company that goes out and starts making like skin suits for these robots and starts selling them on Amazon.
Bro.
And then like you can like fake titties for the robot.
Give it less than 1 year, somebody's going to marry a
For
robot.
sure.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Marry a robot.
Porn videos online, just it's
Dude,
#1 rated or whatever.
bro, it's
robots.
gonna be just like first thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but like as soon as something new comes out, humans just want to have sex with it.
Can you watch porn on it? Can it sexually satisfy me? Yes.
Oh,
I
All
want
right,
it.
give it
no,
to me.
get rid of it. New
People are
invention.
nasty.
That's the human
Promise me
mindset.
you will
So
never
weird.
look this up. Ever.
What?
Sex with
What?
the robot.
Sex robot.
Never. Promise
No,
me.
not
Bro, did you see
Promise me.
Did you see that one where it's like the robot? It's like a robot glitching out and it's like humping really hard. It's like Tesla robot as soon as you leave your house with your wife.
I think. Oh, there is that one where as soon as your wife leaves your Tesla robot, you tell it to do something. It's looking at you like, seriously? You're gonna force me to do that?
Well, like I was talking to this with this is a little misogynistic, but like if we get a
That's already
robot,
funny.
I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, Kidio's laughing back there. He loves that.
Bro, it'd be fun. But it's crazy to think it's like could be in 5 years.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
feel
so
like
simple.
sooner.
It's a simple as long as the AI keeps growing, and
Yeah.
he's gonna probably sync it right with ChatGPT.
Yeah, maybe.
The robot
OpenAI.
part is pretty easy
Yeah.
as far as like just tons of robots
Motor
out there.
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motor skills and whatnot. It's just capitalizing it and making it really easy to get to the consumer. That's
Yeah,
the whole thing.
yeah.
And Tesla has plenty of money to make that happen.
That's true.
They have the infrastructure. They have the factories. They already have all the cameras and sensors that they use in their cars. He said that the computers that they use in the cars, he's just going to put that right into
And
the
not
robot.
only that, but they have a history of already showing.
Yeah.
And
People
going
trust
through.
Yeah.
trust Tesla
People trust
to
Tesla,
drive every
100%.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. Except today, I was driving here on autopilot, and you know that exit to 210 from coming
Mhm.
south, and it was like that one lane goes left, but the other 3 go right.
Yeah.
And it's has a blinker on left, but it's freaking going to the
Into
right.
one.
And I'm
I've
like,
had that
what is
happen,
he
yeah.
doing?
Yeah,
And so I like let
glitches.
it to the point where I was like, okay, I got to take over. It's not going to go over.
Yeah.
And I look at the drawings and it literally shows an arrow on the screen that it's turning right. And I'm like,
Got to report the bug.
are you dumb? I did report it.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. I was like, the car's in the wrong. Like I yelled at it. Like,
But the new update that just came out, the Christmas one, he's like yelling at the car.
yelling
Jarvis,
at
what's
it.
wrong with you?
Yelling at a computer. Yeah. No. So you report. You can when you disengage autopilot.
Asks
It'll say,
you.
what happened? Press the button to record your voice. Anonymous. And so I pressed the button. I'm like,
You yell.
and I literally yelled at it. I was like, this car turned to the right. Like, it's trying to, like, I don't even know what I
Dude,
said.
imagine the guy that has to listen to all this, and like all day he just listening to people yelling into his
Yeah,
ears.
There's
like
a group
angry.
of people listening to your voice
Yeah.
yelling, and they're like,
He's like, who's this idiot?
Lie.
But I was saying the new update I just got on my truck. They switched the coding for video. So basically, it was coded. It was like if this then that coding.
Yeah.
So like all of FSD was coded,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's AI based, and it's trained on millions of videos that it has been watching from. They call it end to end highway.
Oh, okay.
So all the videos of like driving around on the highways, it's been
Yeah.
watching it, studying it. So now it should be driving a lot more natural, like a human.
Okay.
So it's not by code; it's
Interesting.
more by like
I mean,
just AI
just
making
now?
decisions. Literally, like 2 days ago, I just got the update.
just now they released that. Like they've had what 10 years worth of videos.
Yeah,
and
I
just
mean,
now
I guess
they're-
it's tough to do.
I don't know.
it is a lot.
With hundreds and thousands of Teslas out there.
Yeah.
You have to consider the fact that like 200 years ago, we would put rats on our teeth because that's a way to make them not hurt. And now we're like in self-driving
Rats?
cars.
Rats?
Yeah, rats.
I do not
What's
know
wrong with
this
rats?
thing.
Or why rats?
Why
What they-
rats?
I don't know. That was just their way of thinking. They
They
have no
put it in their
idea
teeth?
why their teeth hurt. Yeah, they just put it
Yeah.
on their teeth.
Or like they would bleed like half your blood out because you were sick.
Like,
Oh,
I'm
they would
just
lead you. Yeah.
like how fast
Bleeding?
technology, like how stupid, not how stupid. We were still like fairly well off, but like with technology,
yeah.
Yeah.
like we didn't have any of
It's
that.
exponential.
That's
It's
true.
just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It just goes up, and at
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point, it's just straight up.
Dude,
You
soon we're gonna be
skyrocket.
going
We're
like
gonna go
this.
like this.
going back to the Stone Age.
Yeah, back to the study. It's just a loop. It's actually a loop. It's not
Oh,
exponential.
bro.
No, but it's insane. It's exciting. It's super awesome that we get to live in a time like this. I think.
I just like my parents. I know my parents are gonna give me so much crap if I put one of those. I was talking with my parents about
Everybody
robot,
will.
Yeah.
and they were just like, "Don't you dare even think about doing that." I'm like, I mean, I probably will, but I was thinking
That's why I don't tell my parents
if I
when I
had-
do stuff.
if I had one, I was thinking if I had one though, I probably would empty one of my linen closets, put a deadbolt lock on it, like on the handle, and a latch lock. And when I'm not using it or when I'm sleeping, that thing is going in the closet, locked behind a door
Because
that
it-
only I can open. Because that,
anything is hackable.
Yeah,
And, like,
exactly.
what if
That's
somebody
my
wants
biggest
to
thing.
murder you?
yeah.
They hack
Imagine
it.
they literally have access to your house. Goes over to the kitchen, grabs a knife while you're sleeping, stab, stab, stab. You're dead.
That's one
Or-
way to look at it.
Or grabs your gun. Grabs your
that's
gun
true.
or
Grabs your
grabs
kids,
a
sell your
gun,
kids.
or the guy literally, let's say the guy leaves a gun like outside your house or throws a gun into your backyard,
And the
hacks
robot
your
goes,
robot,
gets it.
robot goes outside, grabs the gun, comes back inside, kills everybody.
How likely is it to hack one of those? Though?
That's the thing. That's
It's-
probably gonna be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I have to make
Unlikely
sure.
unless you're somebody famous
mean,
and with
Yeah.
a lot of
yeah,
big
for
guys to
us, it's
handle.
not something we would have to probably.
If
worry
you're a
about.
big
Yeah.
fish,
Yeah.
basically.
I tell
Yeah, probably.
Diana's like sometimes like, I don't know, like she's like, "What was that noise? What's going on?" I'm like, Dana, you live 20 minutes from downtown. We're in the suburbs,
yeah.
gated community. Nobody knows who you are. Why would someone
Yeah.
choose your house out of everybody in the circle to
Yeah.
rob right now?
Yeah.
You know, like nobody knows.
Yeah.
Like the odds are so
Yeah,
tiny.
exactly.
And plus,
like-
everybody's armed here.
Yeah.
Like,
on
Yeah,
top of
Florida,
that,
They're
yeah.
risking their life.
Yeah. I
coming
get it, like
to that
downtown, some tweaker like bust into your house or whatever, but there are no tweakers making their
Yeah.
way all the way out
Yeah.
to here. This is basically
And
the country.
In our area, we really don't have much tweakers either
yeah.
way.
Yeah, that's true
I've
too.
seen one in living here 4 years.
Yeah. On that bridge that one time.
Yeah. That guy that was
The
checked
fentanyl
up
guy.
on fentanyl guy. Yeah.
Did you
That
see
was
that
weird.
video of like, oh, I love boys' nights, and he like pans the room, and all the boys are bent over, like high on fentanyl around the pool table.
Remember that fentanyl guy we saw on
That's
the
what we're
bridge?
talking about.
Yeah, so
Were we all together?
Yeah.
no, I wasn't there. I saw.
he
I
wasn't
remember.
there.
I
It
saw
was
the
just you
video.
and
It was me,
Yeah.
you, and somebody else. I think was there. I
Ethan.
think Keel and Ethan were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he saw videos.
His pants were down.
Yeah. Literally.
Dude,
But
that's
what
our
was
next
weird-
podcast.
Yeah, but
We
what
just-
was weird is when you like tap him, he's like back to normal.
yeah.
He's like, oh hey, oh shoot, what's up? You know, he's because when the medics came over, he was there. He was totally talking to them.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
like,
normal.
"Oh, what's up? What's up?"
He
Picking
pulled
at
up his
He's
pants.
like,
And then he walked off like
Yeah.
nothing happened. I was like,
You know their backs
Whoa.
get effed. Like
what?
you look at their
Bags?
backs. Their
oh,
backs.
backs. Oh, okay.
You look at fentanyl users.
Uh-huh.
What's the city? It's one of those cities that's
Yeah.
really
Portland.
always has it. And a lot of them who have been doing fentanyl for 5 to 10 years now,
Mhm.
like they literally walk like they're sober, but they're literally walking like that. That he's like,
'Cause
my
their
back is
just, like,
seized.
so
Yeah.
up, yeah.
Because imagine like doing that and you're phased out for like an hour
Mhm.
hours.
every day.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's gonna
you don't feel it.
destroy your back.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, we can end it. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Thank you for watching.
All right. We cut it.